Street Fighter 6 is shaping up to be one of the fighting games of all time, and honestly, when it comes to characters, I've got a lot on my plate that I'm interested in messing around with. All sorts of characters have me interested in giving them a try, and today's video will break down all of them for you. Let's get straight into this. Firstly, I'd like to say that in Closed Beta 2, I played a decent amount of both Jamie and Juri. Jamie, with his drinking mechanic and all the extra moves and attack properties that it gives him, might be a little bit much for me. I'm more so trying to learn the game and what I have to worry about in a match before I can worry about attacks unlocking at certain drink levels. On top of the drinks though, his buttons didn't really vibe with me in the way that some other characters' buttons have. He's pretty close range, and he doesn't exactly fit my regular playstyle, but I would definitely like to revisit him once I've put some time into the game in its full release. Juri is a little bit in the opposite direction though. In Street Fighter 5, Juri has a stock mechanic on her light, medium, and heavy kicks, all of which will put a stock into that button's specific special move, which is fine. But in Street Fighter 6, her stock mechanic can be used on any button that you'd like. All you've got to do is stock up, and whichever special move that you need in the moment is ready for you to use. This alone makes Juri really interesting to me, and while she isn't at the top of my list of characters to play, I really do want to put some time into her. Not to mention she still has all the crazy feng shui engine combos you'd expect, and with the green meter in this game, she goes crazy. Next, the demo came out. Ryu has always been my guy, and in this game, it's no different. Ryu feels incredible. I do want to break out of my comfort zone when it comes to the full release of Street Fighter 6, but honestly, I'm probably still going to be playing Ryu in ranked at some point. His buttons feel incredible, and the sauce he brings to the table is just delicious. Especially since he's been playable in the demo, there's been a lot of Ryu labbing coming to light in the last little while, and I can definitely see him sticking in my roster of characters. Upon the arrival of Open Beta Test 1, I was playing through all of Tears of the Kingdom, but I did manage to put a little bit of time into the lab, and somehow I landed on Chun-li. I've never been a Chun player, and honestly a lot of it has to do with her charge moves, as I've never put serious time into learning to use them effectively. But with this game's mix of charge and non-charge special moves, I actually found myself having a lot of fun with her. I didn't play any online matches myself, but ever since the open beta closed, I've been religiously searching for any Chun gameplay I can find so that I can further my understanding of her gameplay by the time the game comes out. She feels incredible, and her combos flow so nicely. Her stance Serenity Stream is a little difficult to use mid-combo maybe, but getting used to that is pretty much the only hurdle I've had to deal with. She's quick, covers a great range with her buttons, and has sick looking combo loops and conversions. I'm extremely excited to possibly main Chun-li in Street Fighter 6. As for the other characters from the betas, I don't really care to play Luke, Kimberly, Guile, or Ken. They all look pretty cool, but to keep it brief, I'm most likely not going to play Ken because I'd rather play Ryu. They aren't really the same at all in this game, but the archetypes in my head will always still be there, and if I want a Shoto, I will Shoto with Ryu. Kim is a little weird, just not my type. Guile has that charge thing about him that I don't like, and it seems to be more prevalent in his gameplay than with Chun-li. And Luke is just, I don't know, honestly, I just don't want to play Luke. But then there are the characters we haven't gotten our hands on yet, and let me just shoot down the ones I won't be playing right now. Cammy is too fast and tricky for me. Lily looks fun, but if I play her, it's gonna be further down the line. JP isn't really my style with all his mind games and mix-ups. Manon, from what I've seen, doesn't really speak to me in any specific way. E Honda has never been appealing to me from a gameplay standpoint. Dhalsim would require I up my IQ, and Blanca, well, I guess we'll see about Blanca actually. I don't know. The characters in the unreleased roster that I do want to play starts with Zangief. If you've watched my channel at all in the past, you know I'm gunning to play Zangief a lot. He's hilarious and he just looks like he's so much fun so far. Maybe he sucks, maybe he's godlike, I don't care. I just want to destroy people and get into their heads, and Gief seems like the perfect man for the job. Along the same line of thinking, I feel like Marissa might be a character that I could sink my teeth into. She's got wild options, a shit ton of armor on her moves, and so much damage. I would love to put the pressure on my opponents with moves that look like they shake the fucking earth. And finally, I think DJ would be a cool pick. He's flashy, he has rhythm inputs in certain pieces of his kit, which I love, and he's got a mix of charge moves and non-charge moves that I think I'd be able to operate with. I love his whole vibe, I love how his supers look, and I really just think he looks fun overall. But which characters are you all looking to play? This is my full list of interests pre-release, and you've heard my reasoning, but let me know what kind of characters are speaking to you so far from Street Fighter 6. I'd love to see what kind of competition I'll be running into in the future. And subscribe if you've been enjoying the Street Fighter 6 content so far. I know my channel has kind of taken a dive into this game and it hasn't really spread out lately, but I promise you, you're not going to regret sticking around. As for now though, my name is Myloe, and I'm out.